Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanatic Official's cryptocurrency series, your honest guide to the cryptoverse. So I wanted to talk about what's happening in Enjinstarter Launchpad over the month of December. There's a lot of projects launching, I think around 20 plus. So I just wanted to focus maybe on the 1st to the 15th of December before going over the board and talking about the entire month of December. I'll probably do another video in the next couple of weeks for that. Let's see what sort of launches are happening. So in the next coming days, they're going to have Zombfi, which I covered in my previous video. They're going to do launch for Bit Hotel, Attack Wagon, PathDAO, which I did a video for, and I'm going to talk more in detail about them, as well as SoulChicks. Now, I'm not going to do a deep dive about these projects because they're launching in the next couple of days. This video is recording on the 1st of December, so it's a bit maybe late to cover these. And with SoulChicks, it's a little bit of a situation that they've raised on 30 different launch pads. So I'm not sure if I'm super bullish about it, to be honest. But there are a lot of nice projects that are launching over the month of December, and I want to talk about them. So the first one I would like to talk about is Hydraverse. Hydraverse is more of a dragon racing sort of game. You train your dragons, you basically buy the dragons, you raise them, and you can use it in racing. It's really a bullish project. They have a really amazing gameplay. They have really nice demo, and they have an experienced team behind it. And they're going to have this on iOS, on Android, as well as on your PC. They had an interview last week as well on Enjinstarter Saloon, and the team really had good knowledge about how to get more community involved into playing this sort of racing game. And it's a more new genre because there are a few games already that are doing more of dragon, for example, raising dragons or Axie Infinity type of games. But this one is more in the genre of using that for racing. You know, we had Mario Karts. Now we need to bring that, for example, into the cryptocurrency space or blockchain space. Why not bring Hydraverse? So also you get the feeling of the How to Train Your Dragon movie. So this is something that I feel really interested. They have really good graphics, good design, and I like their NFTs as well. They're selling these NFTs, they're doing auction for them. I would love to have one of those. There are many ways also you can do the earning. So you train dragons, you sell your NFTs using auctions, you do racing, and then they do a token burn as well. You can use this for different activities. You can do renting. Now, I'm going to do a very detailed video about this probably in the next few days. I'm not going to give you all the information right now. All I'm going to tell you is they have an IDO happening on the 14th. Of course, if the dates change, that's a different case. But for now, 14th of December is going to be an IDO. There's going to be token supply of 500 million, and they're going to have an initial market cap of $400,000, pretty low. I'll give you more detail about the tokenomics in my next video. But as you can see, the price between the private and public is not that different, whereas the vesting is pretty good for public. You can get all the coins in the 5 months period. But if you're on private round, you need to wait almost 19 months. So you need to hold this for a long time for a bit of a cheaper price. But it is a project that is worth investing in every stage, private, public. So I would encourage you, if you're part of the Enjinstarter community, or if you want to join the Enjinstarter community, to definitely investigate Hydraverse. They're also launching on Binstarter, but I participate in Enjinstarter IDOs. And 2 weeks from now, you would have enough time to buy tokens, to participate in the KYC and be eligible to participate in the IDO for Hydraverse. With the tokens and Hydraverse tokens, you can use it in many activities, and the features are training, staking, renting, augmented reality, racing, breeding, and the NFT marketplace. I'll give you all that detail in my video, most likely over the weekend, of how this project is all about and how it works. So this is the top pick for me, one of the top picks for me. The next one that I'm really bullish about is Hololoot. I know Hololoot for, I guess, 2 months. I know the team very well. They're really, really good at what they do. The project is backed directly by Enjin. So that's already a bullish scenario. And they are backed by really good VCs who care about raising projects. For example, Kangaroo Capitals, they're raised by Stakes Capital, Oracle, but most important thing is engines behind them, and they're launching on Enjinstarter. They have a really good list of key opinion leaders as well, and they have partnered up with 3 bullish launchpads. So one launchpad is being Seedify, one being Enjinstarter, and one being Synapse. So that's like basically a recipe for success. But apart from the recipe for success, what I like is the use case for that. So imagine having your NFTs, real augmented reality, down the road. You want to have your spaceship, you want to have your car as an NFT, or you want to have it in your house. So that sort of 3D augmented reality, virtual reality NFT to me is actually making me more interested in having NFTs, because in the past I'm like, all right, I have NFT, I can use it on OpenSea, or I can have it as an art gallery in my life. But this one, allows me to use it on my phone or on other devices and do a real life interaction with that. Imagine you're playing some game with your friend using this whale, for example, or using this dinosaur, for example. So this is the next level sort of step that they have taken with NFT. I remember people say, oh, it's too early. I don't think it's early. I think it's right time for having this sort of project. So they are very innovative. I'm super bullish on the project. And also, I think their tokenomics is top notch. It's fair for both people who are participating in IDO as well as people who are participating in the private sale. So you can see the token here is 0.1, the price, or 10 cents, but the vesting is 1 year. Whereas with the price of 20 cents, double the price, you have 30% release on TGE, and then the rest is over 9 months. So they have made sure that there is a fair mechanism. And for seed, they get nothing for the first 6 months. So that's basically the leap of faith you have to take if you want to be a seed investor in this project. Great fully diluted value of 20 mil and initial market cap of 580K. I'm going to do a dedicated review of Hololoot as well more, but this was just the gist of what the project is about and why you need to look forward to the 12th of December. And with Hydraverse, I forgot to mention, they have 70,000 followers on Twitter. So that's just showing you how popular the project is. PathDAO, I have talked about them already. They're going to launch on the 3rd of December. So in a couple of days, it's going to be on Ethereum network. Hololoot and Hydraverse is going to be on Binance chain, but PathDAO is going to be on Ethereum. So you can raise the funds using Enjinstarter on Binance, but you receive your token on the Ethereum ERC20 network. So you've already known what the project is about. And now you can see the new partnerships that they have with Playermon, Crypto Unicorn, Star Atlas, Illuvium. I guess the most bullish news about them is that they've added great partnerships with Kiran from Illuvium, with Kyle Chase from Paid Network, with the CEO of Ajay and LVT Capital, and of course with Enjinstarter. So they're going to launch on Enjinstarter and Paid Network in the next couple of days. And then on the 4th, they're opening the opportunity for everyone to participate in their fair launch mechanism on Copper Launch. So make sure you check their page. If you're not in Enjinstarter, if you're not in Paid Network, you can check the timer and go to Copper Launch to participate. It's going to be starting at 40 cents and going down to 15, I think 0.15 cents, sorry. So depends on the demand of the project as well. I'm very bullish about it because I can see the partnerships they've done, and I'm dealing with the team, and I can see how quickly they can make partnerships. So this basically has changed my mind about the guild finance and gaming DAOs, and I'm very happy to be part of this project. Next project that I'm super interested and I think it's really bullish is Last Survivor. It has amazing graphics, amazing gameplay, amazing story, and it's the sort of battle royale style of gaming. I can't show you the whole demo, but imagine playing against each other using a battle royale style, but now on blockchain. So this is sort of games that in the past you could play on Steam, but now it's coming onto blockchain, and you can use it as a play to earn mechanism, and is the last one standing. So last one who survives, basically. It's going to be on Binance chain. They have NFT items to use as, guns and skins in the game. They're going to have land sales, and they have 2 different tokens in terms of the utility. I'm most likely also going to do a video for them to give more detail about it. In terms of the tokenomics as well, they are going to launch 30% on the token generation event if you participate on the Enjinstarter public sale. Whereas as a private sale investor, you're going to have almost 10% or 9% on TGE, and the rest of them is going to be a lock for 2 months, and then 6.5% distribution on that cliff moving forward. So as a private investor, you're looking at this game long term, but I think it is a game that it's worth waiting for. So that's fine. And the initial market cap is also around the same lines of 500, 600K. I'm going to cover this in more detail about how the gameplay is going to look like, about the whole metaverse that they're going to have, about the land sale in a more detailed video. So again, the IDO for this is going to be happening this month and on the 8th of December. The next project I'm really interested in is Billionaire Plus. So there are a few games right now that are already out, like the Monopolist or Cryptopolis, but this one is, another level basically. So it is, as you can see, a little bit similar to how the Monopoly is. You own lands, you own different cities, they have different prices, they have different activities and events. But more than that, you actually get engaged to the game environment. You can see the graphics here as well, that a little bit of the Fortnite feeling. And also they have outside game utility. So it is a board game that you roll the dice and play it around the world. And the board will be replaced by special boards in the future. But at the same time, you have this 3D function that you can see those lands that you have purchased. You can engage with other people in terms of what utility they're using. You can see they have their own basically metaverse. So in this metaverse, you can show what houses you have, what properties you have. You can rent them. You can use them to have virtual events, you can have meetups, you can have book clubs, you can bring in DJs for concerts. So there's going to be a whole metaverse. And being a Monopoly style game, you can make an income, of course, using the game to buy and sell land, to rent it out. And what I found very interesting as well, so apart from, having the tournaments that they're going to have different tournaments in different countries virtually. What they're going to have also is going to be an in-game coupon that can be used outside. So on some special events, they're going to have lucky draw, and any player who steps into that tile is going to receive the coupon and have a chance to receive it. They've cooperated with a few companies, e-commerce companies outside, that will give them real life services outside. So they're connecting the metaverse with real world utility for you. In terms of the tokenomics, it's going to be on Binance. That's awesome. Initial market cap $500,000 with a circulating supply of 338 million tokens. Total diluted cap is 15 million. And in terms of the pricing, they have it here. The pricing for private is 0.0013. Public price is 0.0015. With the public, everyone's going to get the tokens in the first 3 months, whereas the private holders will get their tokens 12% on TGE and then 12 months distribution, which is a fair price. It's a little bit cheaper than the public sale, but it's a longer vesting. So again, you're in for a bit of a long-term holding for this. But this game has really good partnerships as well, and it's part of the same group that has developed games with Rosian Finance, with Lavender Group, and also Enjinstarter. So that's quite a bullish aspect of this. They're gonna launch on Enjinstarter this month on the 16th of December. Again, the dates always can change. But for now, on the 16th of December, you're gonna have this IDO for Billionaire Plus. Now, there are other projects also launching that maybe I'll just quickly mention. So they're going to have Atlantis on the 7th. It is an interesting project, really nice graphics, and they have good partnerships behind them. But I don't have so much detail. I haven't researched it as much as I've researched the other projects that I feel really bullish about. I think this project's also going to do pretty well though. And the private sale is unlocking only 10%, then the rest quarterly, whereas public sale, again, you're going to get everything in the first 4 months. And I don't imagine the price is going to be very different. And they have really nice characters. I haven't seen, Atlantis style game on blockchain. So I'm glad that they came up with that as well. Now, they're going to have Spark Era on the 9th. And on the same day as Hydraverse, they're going to have Geopoly. But I'm going to focus on Hydraverse more because I like that dragon, training and dragon racing style. I haven't seen a dragon racing type of game on blockchain. Now, Enjinstarter coin is doing really well. It's holding on 21 cents, almost all-time high. And I don't know when they hit this 42. I think it might have been just a fluke or something, but yeah, usually they're between 17 to 20 cents. And at peak, they're over the 21 cents. So they're holding very well. And the reason for that is they're having a festival of IDOs again in December. So if you really want to participate in these IDOs, make sure you at least have 25,000 Enjinstarter token. So 25,001 Enjinstarter token. You hold that in your wallet on Ethereum. They haven't moved to Binance yet. And do a KYC for them. And you can participate on IDOs. I can show you one. For example, this IDO is happening tomorrow, and you will receive an allocation, and it's going to be a raise using Binance US dollar coin on Binance chain, and then you receive it on the native chain that they're going to have. I think this one is on Binance as well. So yes, so the blockchain for this Zamfa is going to be on Binance, but they give you all the details. They give you enough time. And if you're a guaranteed allocation person, so they have two types. If you're a guaranteed community allocation, you'll have 3 to 4 hours to contribute. You don't need to rush. You don't need to fight on gas fees being on Binance chain. And then they have the next part, which is the allocation for first come, first served. That would be whatever that's not filled in within that 4-hour period for the rest of the community. And that's a first come, first served. It's going to be quickly finishing up, but that makes sense, right? They want to provide that opportunity for the rest of the community to also participate, or for those who have missed out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, the projects, there are going to be a lot of projects over the first 15 days, but the ones I'm going to be bullish about is Hololoot, Hydraverse, Last Survivor, PathDAO as my key projects. So I hope you invest in some of them, and I hope you also see a good result from investing in them. But I cannot provide you with any financial advice. So make sure you research yourself. I'll put a link down in the description so you can follow that and check all the details before you make, the investment, because you're responsible for your own investment. Thank you for watching. See you next time.